Greetings YouTube, welcome back to the channel. I don't really know how to open this video because in order to discuss AI changes and complications, even if you have video evidence, and even if you're looking at somebody's fingers tapping a screen, it's easy on one hand to say, this game is BS, I don't know why we play it, it's terrible, blah, 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 blah. It's like, well, it's free will, you don't have to play it. But then on the other hand, it's not the AI. This guy just sucks. Get good. I hate both those extremes. On one hand, the AI can be total BS. On the other hand, sometimes you just suck. Lord knows, no one knows that better than me. I don't like covering AI in terms of my own experience on my account because I don't think I have a reason to ever complain. I have a roster that's way better than what I could afford without this YouTube channel. And also, I have an iPhone that's only about a year and a half old. And yes, I may upgrade to the next one. But then again, the current one is just fine that I have and runs the game really smoothly. And most of the time, when I get knocked out, it's not because parry is broken or dexterity is broken. It's because I was broken. It's because I didn't play well. And I have no one to blame but myself. And that's also why Battlegrounds is so frustrating sometimes. Because you go up against somebody that you think on paper you should beat, and they're clearly just a better player. But again, I'm not going to scream into the void like old man yells at cloud. I'm going to say, I guess I'm just not that good. But that doesn't mean you can't talk about AI. And that brings us to my man Brian Shadow Strike's forum post that he sent me titled, Let's Chat About Defender AI. Current state, behind the scenes, and upcoming changes. So the AI is actually being recognized from Kabam starting off. This is a huge deal. Hello, Summoners. There's been a lot of discussion in the community about our AI recently, so we wanted to take this opportunity to shed some light on how our AI system works and what we've been working on behind the scenes. We hope this post will provide transparency, insight, and an understanding of the situation and how our team is handling AI issues. Now, look, if I was at Kabam, I would say that's a perfect paragraph to start off a forum post with. So whoever wrote that, kudos to you all. The current state of AI. Our AI works on a years-old system of randomly weighted actions. The AI looks at its current state, looks at all the actions it could perform, and then randomly rolls to decide which action it will take. For the record, I do not always believe that that is true. This is not a learning AI. It is simply rolling dice. Again, it's hard to believe that's true based off of how quick the AI is to always, I think of Quicksilver. I was using him in just the arena yesterday. And every time I use a special with Quicksilver, the AI blocks it. And there's like a frame pause. And that frame pause gives the AI lightning fast time. And it's not like almost every time, it's every time. So when you say it randomly rolls to decide which action, not in that particular scenario. There's some advantages to this system. You don't want a fighting game to be perfectly predictable after all. However, it also means that the AI can sometimes be frustrating to play against when the RNG ends up working against you. Our goal has always been to maintain a fair and challenging AI system, and I think that should be the goal for players and Kabam in general. Why does it feel different now? To be clear, we haven't been actively changing the game's AI code. We're not using it as a tool to annoy summoners or to drive item usage. Again, there are going to be some people who definitely debate that. Personally, I'm not at liberty to say whether or not that's true, but there are people who are definitely going to say that's not accurate. However, the contest also isn't the same game it was years ago. Either our game is a complicated web of interactions. Now that's a fact. The increasing complexity of a champion kit's nodes, a number of engine upgrades, etc. all add up, but result in us operating without a clear history of AI changes we can look into when summoners raise frustrations about the AI. The engineering team has been working behind the scenes to address these concerns for a long time. One of the things we discovered while digging into the input issues and standing up our fight replay tech was that some of the replays we were getting back weren't always consistent. Digging into this more, we found that some of the AI randomness was occurring in the game engine layer. In code, we didn't write, can't change, and doesn't yield the same results every time. Well, who wrote it? Ultron? That's fascinating. our first step in moving the randomness that's currently happening on the engine layer over to our own code so we can get 100% consistent fight replays. The goal here is that the game should play the same as it does now, which, by the way, if it's 100% consistent fight replays, isn't that the opposite of random? But we'll be able to more consistently reproduce player-reported issues. From there, we'll be able to better investigate the things that are frustrating summoners and make fixes where we deem necessary. Ultimately, this will give us more control over our systems and will allow us to help improve the summoner experience moving forward. Making changes to the AI can be a precarious process. Summoners have grown accustomed to elements of the AI, like it being aggressive at the beginning of fights so you can parry, and rely on strategies to counter them. We're trying to avoid invalidation existing summoner strategies by making small incremental changes. What the hell does that mean? Intentions, timeline, and expectations. We'll encounter our new AI system in November. We are confident that we have successfully recreated the current system and that this transition will be relatively seamless. By the way, if the sequel to The Abyss comes out in November, which I do declare has been confirmed by the leaks, and you're changing the AI in November, whoa. Also, we just experienced a lot of people 8.3 that even our beloved Mama Bear, who hates Act 8 content, has said is extremely easy, given what she's seen in the past. So when I think of Kabam's motivation to upgrade AI, it's not so suddenly they can give everybody a hug. It's also so they can make more money. So we'll see. To reiterate, the goal at this stage is for you all to experience no discernible changes. By transitioning over to this new system, we will have more thorough control in identifying, replicating, and tragging? I was going to say triangulating, but that ain't the word. Identifying, replicating, and tragging potential bugs in the AI system? I literally have never seen that word in my life. How confident are we? Well, we enabled the new AI system on the CCP beta server for a week before telling them. Sneaky, sneaky. What a time to insert banter, Kabam, in a forum post. The intention was to see if there were any noticeable or noteworthy changes they encountered. Essentially, did it feel any different? After discussions with the CCP, we are confident that we are ready to implement this system game-wide. Well, CCP, this is on you then, if it turns out to be a bad experience. So the AI is changing next month. That is huge news. I personally don't like a couple of things that I see with the AI. One of them, which can be so frustrating, is of course the all-or-nothing AI that feels like it is Snorlax level of sleep until they get to a special 3 and then automatically it activates. And that doesn't ever feel random, it feels by design. The other AI that's really frustrating is when you're about to fire a special to end a fight and then they just always seem to fire their special right before. It's like they know when your finger's getting close to the special button and they can time it accordingly. That may be more paranoid than the other conversation. But I've heard it from several people who've seen the same thing. So at least I know I'm not the only one that's paranoid. Overall, we'll see. I can't tell you how it's going to be because it's October 24th. But at the same time, wow, this is huge news. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching.